The news broke on October 30th, 2025, just before Halloween. Kids were prepping costumes, parents buying candy, and excitement was everywhere. Halloween is huge for the candy industry, with sales peaking as families stock up. Suddenly, a major recall alert hit the news and social media. Zingerman's candy manufactory, known for its premium sweets, recalled two popular bars. The timing was terrible, right before the biggest candy night of the year. Parents scrambled to check candy and stores rushed to pull products. The peanut butter crush Zong bar and cashew cow Zong bar were the focus. Zingerman's reputation for quality made the recall even more shocking. News coverage quickly shifted from Halloween fun to real concern. The recall turned trick-or-treating into a high-stakes inspection. Suddenly, a night of fun was shadowed by fear over what was in the candy bowl. The event became a stark reminder: even trusted brands can make dangerous mistakes. Halloween 2025 would be remembered for the candy bar that nearly turned celebration into crisis. The recall's cause was simple but dangerous: undeclared nuts in the candy bars. Peanut butter crush contained cashews. Cashew cow contained peanuts, but the labels didn't say so. For people with nut allergies, this wasn't a minor error, it was life-threatening. Ingredient labels exist to protect consumers, especially those with allergies. In this case, the system failed, and the food was technically illegal to sell. The error stemmed from a packaging mix-up at the factory. Bars were put in the wrong wrappers. A single lapse on the production line had massive consequences. The mistake was discovered when a consumer with a peanut allergy ate a mislabeled bar and had a reaction. Thankfully, they got medical help in time. Their experience triggered the nationwide recall. This incident highlighted how a simple label is a critical public health tool. The system only worked after someone's life was put at risk. The event raised serious questions about Zingerman's quality control. It showed how fragile food safety can be when even one step is missed. The recall was a wake-up call for both the company and consumers. Trust in labels is essential. When it's broken, the consequences are severe. The lesson: food safety is only as strong as its weakest link. Let's break down what went wrong with the bars. Peanut butter crush bars ended up in cashew cow wrappers, and vice versa. Someone with a peanut allergy could eat a cashew cow bar, trusting the label, and be exposed to peanuts. Likewise, a cashew allergic person could eat a mislabeled peanut butter crush bar and be at risk. The recall had to cover all batches. Zingerman's couldn't pinpoint which were affected. This indicated a major failure in quality assurance and inventory tracking. Procedures meant to catch these errors, like visual checks, clearly failed. The speed of mass production meant a single mistake could affect thousands of bars in minutes. The system that makes candy widely available also allowed this error to spread rapidly. The company had to recall every bar, regardless of lot or expiration date. The incident exposed a vulnerability in modern food manufacturing. When efficiency trumps caution, mistakes can multiply fast. The recall was the only way to protect consumers from hidden dangers. It was a costly but necessary step to prevent further harm. The lesson: in food production, one small error can have massive consequences. Safety checks must be more than routine. They must be foolproof. The recalled bars weren't just local. They were distributed nationwide. Zingerman's products reached specialty stores, big grocery chains, and online retailers across the U.S. The recall had to be national, reaching both stores and customers who'd already bought the bars. The problem came to light when a customer in Ohio with a peanut allergy had a severe reaction to a mislabeled bar. The family reported it to state authorities, triggering an investigation. Inspectors collected samples and lab tests confirmed the presence of undeclared peanuts. The Ohio Department of Agriculture alerted Zingerman's and the FDA. Because the bars crossed state lines, the FDA got involved immediately. Zingerman's had to act fast, facing federal oversight and public scrutiny. The company initiated a voluntary recall, but the FDA could have mandated it if they hadn't. Acting quickly allowed Zingerman's to control the message and show responsibility. Press releases and distributor alerts went out within hours. The goal: get the bars off shelves and warn the public before Halloween night. The recall's speed was crucial to prevent more allergic reactions. The incident showed how quickly a local mistake can become a national crisis. Food safety failures don't stay contained. They spread as fast as the products themselves. The recall was a race against time to protect consumers everywhere. The FDA oversees all major food recalls to protect public health. With undeclared allergens, the agency classifies the recall as Class 1, the most serious level. This means there's a real risk of severe health consequences or death. The FDA works with companies to ensure the recall is thorough and effective. They help craft public warnings and monitor recall progress. The agency uses its website, social media, and email alerts to reach as many people as possible. FDA investigators check stores to confirm recalled products are gone. If companies fall short, the FDA can take enforcement action. The FDA's role is to make sure dangerous products are removed and public trust is restored. For those without allergies, it's hard to grasp how dangerous a peanut or cashew can be. For someone allergic, even a trace can trigger a life-threatening reaction. Food allergies are immune responses that can escalate to anaphylaxis, a medical emergency. Symptoms can appear within minutes: swelling, trouble breathing, a drop in blood pressure, and even loss of consciousness. The only effective treatment is an epinephrine injection, which must be given immediately. People with severe allergies carry EpiPens everywhere, but not everyone, especially kids, has one on hand. The person who discovered the Zingerman's error was lucky to get help in time. But a child trick-or-treating might not be so fortunate. That's why undeclared allergens are taken so seriously. They target a vulnerable population. For millions, grocery shopping is an exercise in vigilance and trust in labels. When that trust is broken, the consequences can be catastrophic. The recall wasn't just about a label, it was about protecting lives. Food safety is personal for those at risk. Anaphylaxis is a rapid, severe allergic reaction that can be fatal within minutes. When someone with a nut allergy eats the wrong food, their immune system floods the body with chemicals like histamine. Blood pressure drops, airways tighten, and swelling can block breathing. The person may feel dizzy, confused, or even lose consciousness. Immediate treatment with epinephrine is critical. It reverses these life-threatening effects. Without it, the body can't recover from the shock. The risk from the mislabeled Zingerman's bars was the risk of triggering this deadly chain reaction. For allergic consumers, a single bite could mean a medical emergency. That's why accurate labeling isn't just a regulation, it's a matter of survival. The recall was about preventing tragedy, not just correcting a mistake. In a crisis, a company's response can make or break its reputation. Zingerman's moved fast, issuing press releases, website alerts, and social media warnings. They made it easy for consumers to identify and return the recalled bars. The message was clear: don't eat these products, return them for a refund. Behind the scenes, Zingerman's worked with distributors and stores to pull products immediately. The company's founder issued a personal apology, expressing regret and taking responsibility. This transparency and direct communication were key to rebuilding trust. Zingerman's didn't hide behind corporate language. They addressed the issue head-on. The company's quick, sincere response helped reassure the public. But trust isn't rebuilt overnight. The recall was just the first step in a long process of regaining consumer confidence. Zingerman's had to show it was more than a brand. It was accountable to its customers. The company's actions set the tone for how food recalls should be handled. In the end, honesty and responsibility matter most. The real work began after the recall, preventing future mistakes. Zingerman's launched an internal investigation and found a failure in packaging verification. They retrained staff, added barcode and supervisor checks, and installed vision systems to match products and wrappers. Allergen control protocols were strengthened, and outside experts audited the new procedures. The company published these changes to show transparency and commitment. Rebuilding trust required more than apologies. It demanded real action. Zingerman's aimed to prove its products were safe again. The recall was a turning point, forcing the company to prioritize safety at every step. Only by learning from failure could Zingerman's hope to regain its customers' trust. In food safety, accountability and improvement are non-negotiable.